so hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Raps and madness could make you spin. Big towns rolling forward as king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. I am your host, NCR News Network, joined by friend, co-host, Field Marshal, and voted all around best friend to the Emu Army, Anthony Caruso.
Good evening or good morning, NCR, and hello, everyone, wherever you're listening right around this great big world. Yes, the Emu Army is in full flight with you. I shouldn't actually be saying full flight because they are emus after all. But we're in for another week of craptastic eventualities, and we're going to celebrate them the only way we know how, by pointing, laughing, and shaking our heads.
Now, this week is a doozy of a week for both of us, and, well, a return of an old friend.
Ooh,
Do you have
yes.
the ceremonial coin, sir?
I do have the ceremonial coin with me. Make your call.
I'm going heads.
Heads is the call, and it's a head.
We're going to kick off with an honorable mention and then go right into our first story.
Sounds
Our
good.
first honorable mention is a Florida man was caught running an illegal chop shop after he stole 8 dump trucks.
That's impressive.
Yes.
That's genuinely impressive.
Yes. This particular Florida man was running in Hillsborough County a dump truck chop shop where he had stolen between 2023 and 2025 8 different dump trucks with different company logos of a grand total of over $100,000 confirmed by the VIN numbers to the shop, to the parts of the shops that he was selling them to. But that is not our number 10. That's just an honorable mention.
That's still impressive.
Our number 10 is this. Ripped Florida woman wrestles 6-foot alligator to save her dog's life, jumps on it, and straddles it.
Oh, this woman is already getting an early nomination for MVP. Now, here's my question. Did she deliver an RKO?
I do not know. But for years, but even maybe centuries, the Florida man has been wreaking havoc, doing crazy things, and generally abusing headlines. To be clear, it's not only the Florida men who do this. If you know a Florida man, you know instinctively the culture and the designation of the Florida policies. However, a Florida woman is getting into the fun as well. In a case that's not too familiar for not following us, covered by the Whiskey Raft of the Sunshine State, residents do see alligators from time to time. A Florida woman usually gets crazy charges of like assaulting a man with a Pringles can. Or after finding drugs and saying the bag wasn't mine, it blew in from the wind. But this particular Florida woman wrestled an 8 not an 8, but a 6-foot alligator. Kim Spencer put her life on the line after her dog, Kana, was attacked by an alligator at her Tampa home. Seeing what happened, she risked her life jumping on the alligator, straddling it to pry its jaws open to free her dog. Kim did not come out unscathed from the fight, only suffering some minor contusions and abrasions to her hands. I do have a picture of Kim, and I will be sharing it. And when they say, rep Florida woman got guns.
I'm intrigued. Let's see this.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
I mean, Kim, darling, you call. Let's go for coffee, some drinks.
And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure NCR is actually being half serious there.
No, this is how you can tell I'm fully serious. I will dress as an alligator for you, baby.
Damn.
I'll let you RKO me anytime.
Well, she could definitely deliver an RKO. Make Randy Orton proud. That's impressive. Impressive.
Who is your number 10?
Number 10 for the shit towns of Australia. It's been a while, NCR. It really has been a while. My number 10 is Port Pirie, South Australia, still shit.
Good on you, boys.
As I said, it's been a while. Who's your number 9?
Number 9. A Florida man only in underwear destroys merchandise kiosk at Disney World. Now, this is coming from us from one of the funniest of news sources. The WDW, the Walt Disney World News. I am not making that up. But a
wow,
man
Disney have a news network. Wow.
Yes. A Florida man only in his underwear was arrested for allegedly destroying the sales kiosk at Walt Disney World. A 24-year-old man named Sean Patrick Mahig, 24, of Port Orange, again applying to my theory, if you have port in your name, you're a shit town.
Yep.
Was arrested for multiple charges earlier this morning on the early mornings of New Year's Day, where he pled not guilty in the Orange County Circuit Court records for destroying a kiosk after another person's property. Sean decided to say fuck it and get drunk, and went to the Epcot Center at the Hollywood Studios, where it was reported, where he, down to his undergarments, broke over $1,000 worth of stuff at a sales kiosk. Sean was immediately verbally aggressive and told to leave the property and not to return. Sean refused to leave. Upon arrest, he was charged with a third-degree felony of criminal mischief, 2 counts of misdemeanor disorderly conduct, intoxication, and trespassing, and the charges were pressed. He has been banned from the theme parks, and no one asked him why he was drunk and took his clothes off in the first place at Walt Disney World.
Because it seemed like the thing to do at the time.
It would have been funnier if somebody would have said it was a small world after all in his pants.
Oh my. Get out.
I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah, I'm sure. Shall we move on to my number 9?
Yes, please.
Number 9, we head off to Gosford in New South Wales, where this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. A Gronk who was due to face a magistrate, instead decided to get high, stole a car outside of a courthouse. He got found by police asleep in the stolen car, and just to top it all off, he was wearing socks on his hands.
Why?
Again, reasons. Straight out reasons.
I get you want to not leave fingerprints, but why not wear a face mask? Why not wear gloves? I mean, you're not gonna get good traction with those socks, man.
Now, he has been, so a 33-year-old Central Coast man with a lengthy criminal history who was set to face court decided instead to boycott his appearance, stole someone else's car at the courthouse, drove off. He was high as hell and then was found passed out by police, as I said, with socks on his hands. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo of this and it is behind a paywall. We do have a name of this specimen, Ryan Bart Corby. Hey, that's a decent combination right there, isn't it?
There it is. It is. My only question was, did he steal a Nissan?
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this point.
That's my only thing that I'm concerned about is, was it a Nissan? Because if so, that's another plug for you, Nissan. We need our cars.
Where's our R32 Skyline?
Come on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll shill it. We'll shill out for you. Don't worry. You want us to promote Nissan? We'll do it. Absolutely.
You want to stand up to the man and not go up to court? The only ride you need is a Nissan.
Yeah, exactly. Who's your number 8?
Number 8. Florida man arrested after a violent outburst over a lemonade stand refill.
A lemonade stand refill.
Yes. A child's lemonade stand, to be more accurate. But a Florida man is being arrested for assault charges after he had a violent outburst over not getting a refill at a child's lemonade stand. This is provided to us by 97X, Classic Rock. I love that station. It was a great station to listen to down there. But a Florida man's thirst for lemonade turns into a criminal charge of assaulting a woman and demanding free refills at a child's lemonade stand. According to the Clearwater Police, a 45-year-old man, Stephen Cosamaro, was walking through the neighborhood around 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, where he spotted a lemonade stand with several children and one adult victim. He purchased a glass of lemonade and became irate when he couldn't get an instant free refill. Instead of walking away, Stephen decided to aggressively grab the female victim by the wrist and attempt a fighting stance and threatened to beat her up. After the altercation, he fled the scene on foot, but quickly was taken down by police. During questioning, he admitted that the incident, but claims he was acting in justified. His acts were justified because the victim talked shit to him.
He was just talking smack.
Man, she was talking some mad shit to me, man. That's a defense, right? No, not in Florida. Yeah, Florida South, but it's not that South. It is reported that he has a lengthy criminal past, including multiple battery convictions, charges of trespassing, drug possession, public intox, and assault with a deadly weapon. Upon this offense, he was charged with battery, which was elevated to a felony, which he was placed on a $5,000 bond and pled not guilty. And of course, we can't go without a good public shaming. Folks, if you have a lemonade stand, please make sure you have a sign clearly stating Steven cannot get refills.
Jesus. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that's just bad, man.
Yeah. Look how glassy his eyes are.
He had to be fucking drunk or high.
He had to be. Absolutely had to be.
Who is your number 8, sir?
Number 8 takes us to Meningie in South Australia. That's the first time we've had Meningie on the list. Where geniuses have been caught by cops after driving around with an open car boot stuffed full of weed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think we need Mr. Mackey for this.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. The drugs are bad, okay?
That never gets old, does it? A South Australian motorist will be ruining their decision to buy a Holden Commodore sedan instead of a wagon after they were caught with a boot full to the brim with marijuana to the point of it being unable to be closed.
How much fucking weed did you need?
I'll show you in a moment. At about 1:30 a.m., South Australian police saw the Commodore driving on the Princess Highway at Meningie with its boot open, which led to the Holden being pulled over. After stopping, an occupant got out of the Commodore and closed its boot, only to open it again, revealing a large quantity of cannabis, partly concealed by a bed sheet.
Was it a nice bed sheet?
Unfortunately, and I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, the Holden's 496-litre boot wasn't big enough to hold all the Mary Jane. They say Mary Jane. For us Italians, we also call her Maria Giovanna. And a full-size meal.
You know what I'm thinking about now? I know. We need that. I should have found this clip. I wish I would have known about this. Remember that episode of The Simpsons when Homer was talking about them swimming at the quarry with little fat Tony, little legs?
Yeah.
Is that wacky tobacco? No, wackiest. Please continue.
Oh my God. Police not only seized the cannabis, but also multiple pairs of secateurs. And you know what's better? You know what's better?
What?
I've got a photo of it.
Please share with the class.
Yes.
What the hell?
And that's the Commodore in the background there as well.
Oh my God.
496 litres worth, and they couldn't close the boot.
Are you telling me you're too fucking lazy to cut the fucking stems off and put it in a fucking trash bag?
Yep.
I'm sorry. There's stupidity. And then there's just
that. I mean, that should have been number one, to be perfectly honest, because the entertainment value of that is no end.
Well, we like to keep our viewers and listeners laughing.
Indeed. And on that note, I need a couple of minutes to collect myself. So what's your number 7?
Number 7. Florida man accused of DUI says, I fell asleep in the Taco Bell drive-thru before being woken up by the police.
Oh my God. This is amazing. This is an amazing week already.
In Brooksville, Hernando County, deputies said James Christopher Plow hit a parked car as he was arrested for DUI and being under the influence of a controlled substance.
What was that name again?
James Christopher Plow.
Yes. AKA Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow. Deputies say that a citizen called them on Tuesday about a reckless driver and told them that they followed the man to a Taco Bell where he was in the drive-thru and had fallen asleep waiting for his order. After awake and getting his food, deputies said the driver was identified as James Christopher Plow, tried to leave the parking lot, but stuck his car in struck another parked vehicle. I do have a picture of him doing the field sobriety test that I will show you that's going to probably fucking break you.
Do it.
But he was arrested, and deputies believe he was under the influence of a controlled substance. He is being held on a no bond warrant out of Pasco County for violating his his probation. I'm sorry. But I have to show you this, class. This is not how you do field sobriety tests.
And while you do that, guess what I've managed to get a hold of, NCR?
What?
This.
Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name, that name again, yes, Mr. Plow.
It's
Look at
amazing.
him! Look at him! I'm making this full screen.
He's about to do a spinneroonie.
Okay. So do I do this after Moon Knight Sonata or Swan Lake? Oh.
Oh
Now,
my
here's the
god.
thing. He spells his name P-O well. So it would be pronounced either Plow or Plow. So I'm calling him Mr. Plow because that's just fucking funnier for the show.
Yeah, totally. Do I need to play the song again?
No, please. Who is your number 7?
Number 7, we head off to Pittsworth in Queensland. Oh no. Seriously. What is it with people these days? A real estate sign has been vandalized with human poo.
Cleveland.
That's nasty.
Yeah, you're not lying there. Someone has been smearing what appears to be human feces on hot property real estate signs right across Pittsworth. Unfortunately, it is behind a paywall, but that doesn't mean that we can't show you one of those smeared signs.
That is just wrong. That is wrong.
I mean, that is the wrong way to get shit-faced, let's face it.
Get out.
I'll go to hell in a handbasket for that one.
You work with me. You should have known that by now.
Oh, too good. Too good. Who is your number 6?
Number 6. Well, Troy.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity!
Okay, I have to admit, I did start dancing a little bit to that.
I'm not gonna lie. I was dancing to some Sade yesterday in the store.
I
Well,
didn't picture
Sade,
you
I
as
had no
smooth.
choice.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're clearly, second place in terms of smooth operators in this world behind Carlos Sainz,
It's true.
and he is pretty smooth.
He is. But are you ready for this?
Let's see it.
A Florida man with beer and women's underwear was arrested for exposure at a crowded beach.
Beer and women's underwear.
Yes.
Proceed.
A 60-year-old Freeport man, again adding more credence to my scientific theory, was naked and arrested under two beach umbrellas with multiple beers next to him and a pair of women's underwear. According to deputies, he was booked into the jail for exposing sexual organs. Walton County Police said the Florida man was taken into jail after he was allegedly exposing himself at a public beach. Martin LeBroff, 60 years old, of Freeport, Florida, was on March 27th. After deputies reportedly was told by the top sales state park to, after following reports of a man engaging in sex acts on the beach. Deputies discovered the man was naked, sitting under two umbrellas with multiple cans of beers, a pair of women's panties next to him, and there were no women near him. It was a crowded beach day, and many families were there, but fortunately, two adults were the only ones who saw him exposing himself. Sheriffs made a post on social media to ask for any help to find him. He was found and identified and arrested for exposing sexual organs in public. He was released the next day on a $2,500 bond.
Jeez. Wow. That is creepy.
No, the mugshot's creepier.
Oh, no. How red are those cheeks?
Redder than the cheeks under his ass.
Martin LeBoeuf.
I'm French, so I can do this. It's the French Riviera. Sir,
hey, if Shark can do it, anyone can.
Yeah, but the Sharks got something you can't. Who is your number 6?
Number 6. Oh, you know what, NCR? It's been a while since we've been here, but it's time.
The city of Townsville is under attack.
Yes, we're back in Townsville.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, I pray to Jesus, okay? And give me that good computering goodness. Do you believe in Jesus?
Sure, why not?
2 stories out of Townsville today. First off, we've got a pest who's been creeping through backyards with his dick out. Because, yeah.
Reasons.
Right. But our main story is an absolute doozy. Gronks have stolen the wheels off a banana cart.
What?
A man who's been selling bananas out of a cart, legitimately selling bananas out of a cart, he deliberately clamped his wheels of the cart so no one could actually take it, could take the whole cart away, right?
Right.
They stole the wheels with the clamps on them. And left the cart.
Okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
I believe you. I mean, we've been doing this show for how long now? And the shit I've grown up with and the shit that you've shown me on here.
There it is.
Oh, he just wanted to sell nanners.
It's all he wanted to do. And look at the price of it as well, $2 a kilo.
That's
Get
a
amongst
deal.
that.
That's a deal.
Like, you know, it just... And you went and stole the wheels that are clamped. Just think about that for a moment.
That man was just doing an honest day's work, selling bananas to people. I mean, it's a good snack to have
Clean.
on the car.
Clean. Nothing shifty about the bananas either. Oh,
Yep. It's just bastards.
indeed. I do not deal with banana tie terrorists.
We will not negotiate with you. You will face the hardest punishment.
You'll be attacked by the local orangutans.
Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
my.
We're getting word. Del Monte says hello.
Oh, with that, who is your number 5?
Number 5 for Florida man. Angry Florida man jumps on young Florida man's boat to fight him.
Put him up. Put him up.
Coming again from W97X, Tampa's classic rock.
When are you going to get a job with these guys?
That means I got to go back to Florida, and I don't want to do that. But a Facebook video in under 24 hours has gotten over 5 million views over this fighting incident. Captain Brooke Homer of Tampa, Florida's fishing charters has posted the video of a video beginning with a young fisherman casting his line alone in a peaceful water scene. Suddenly, another boat approaches him, where occupants aggressively confront the young fisherman, alleging an incident earlier that happened at 5 a.m. in the morning. Claims that some of them shouting and reportedly, sparring the fish in the dark, scaring the fish off the dark water without light to go fishing, aggressively approached this young man and wanted to fight him. It quickly escalated from a calm civil argument to a war veteran and the charter captain beginning to hurl profanities, insults, and immediately challenging him with the phrase, "Wanna go?" This tense situation broke out where one of them jumped on the boat of the young fisherman to fight him. Authorities were notified, and the captain had his fishing license revoked and his boating license revoked. Now, we do have the video.
Uh-oh.
I'm bringing the video up now.
Why am I worried?
Because it's Florida man. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, very true.
Now I'm going to make this full screen. Come on. Go full screen. There we go. I mean, so far, so far it's nice. It's just dude fishing. But let's jump ahead to the altercation.
See a boat?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All right, bro.
You know what?
Bruh.
Get
Come on, bruh.
Put him up, brah. Oh, we're gonna be doing that so much in this video.
bro.
Let's see
We're
it.
all fucking war veterans. We're all raised,
Well,
Okay.
thank you for your
Somebody
service,
show-
bro.
and you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your
Somebody's
service,
channeling their
bro.
injured.
But that doesn't give you the right.
Million pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever.
Come
Jeez,
on.
this is getting aggressive, isn't it?
I appreciate.
We're gonna jump ahead some more. I fucking hate my internet right now.
What's the deal with your internet?
Right. Okay, bro.
I let Dwayne hook up my new wiring.
Bro, keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right.
Okay,
Bro,
we
keep
can see
thinking
where
that.
this is going.
Put your fucking
Yeah.
lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's it's not my dude, bro.
Fuck me the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said
Yeah, we're gonna stop here because I think anymore we're probably gonna get demonetized. But
Oh boy, that's getting nasty.
oh yeah, and it's 3 grown men against a young kid, man.
Jeez. Like, people, please.
I loved how he was channeling his inner Jimmy DeWitt. I'm an Army Ranger.
The only thing that was missing out of that was Sergeant.
Did he jump in Fallujah? Did you jump in Fallujah? Did you not? Did your riser not pop? Are you Omarski? Who is your number 5, sir?
Number 5, we head off to Bendigo in Victoria, where a lawyer has crashed the car of her dead client while 5 times over the alcohol limit.
Okay.
Yeah. Client's dead. Oh, I'm going to take the car for a drive. Oh, I'm going to absolutely crash it. Well, you know what? I mean, that kind of attitude towards your own dead client is just, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe King Shark can explain it best.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, it is behind a paywall, but a disgraced Bendigo lawyer's drunken car crash in her dead client's car remains a mystery as she was busted driving incoherent almost 5 times the blood alcohol limit in a smashed up Toyota Yaris. Bendigo lawyer Louise Sarah Hamby DeWin, 59, pled guilty to high-range drink driving and crashing her client's car. And just to rub salt in the wounds, here she is. There's the lawyer, and there's the crashed car. It's a Toyota Yaris. Come on, people.
If you're gonna steal a car, steal something better than a Toyota.
Well, it's debatable whether it was stolen at this point or because it was her dead client, but still, come on. I smell someone getting disbarred, to be perfectly honest. I love how they call it booze hound lawyer. I like that. Oh dear, oh dear. There's a few people within the legal fraternity who probably want to have a quiet word with her.
Oh,
Who's your number 4?
Oh, number 4 is, well, it's a doozy, but Troy.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity!
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
Waterman's at it again. Police arrest a man after allegations of indecent exposure on the streets of Miami Beach.
What is it with Florida and nudity this week?
Oh, it's about to get a lot worse. It's going to get way, way worse before it gets any fucking better.
Oh, boy.
Miami Beach police arrest a man accused of creepy crimes along the streets of Miami Beach. A 34-year-old man, Jeremy Julian, was accused of driving up to women, getting their attention, and flashing them while he was in the driver's seat.
Jeez.
Now, there is video, and it has been censored partially by the news agency, but I don't want to risk it. I will describe what he is wearing in the video. He is wearing a ski mask, t-shirt, in the driver's seat with his organ exposed and engaging in self-pleasure.
What?
According to multiple reports, that this man was going around the streets of Miami on the 100 block of 14th Street, where another woman and her friend was walking, and he pulled up to them, got their attention, trying to lure them to his vehicle. But not only that, the victim stated he was leaned back in the driver's seat with his pelvis thrust at them and his organ exposed. The woman called the police immediately, reported the crime from a similar case from a previous day. They were able to get pictures of his license plate, tracking him down, where when he was brought into custody, he claims that he was the driver and it was a synthetic member. And he was recording this to gather content for a social media platform called OnlyFans.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, there's only one thing that comes to mind.
It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography.
You mean we have a story that involved nudity and pornography at the same time?
It gets better.
Oh, no.
He provided his cell phone to show the evidence that it was not a real member. But yet when police were going through the phone, they could find no videos showing this. He was taken to jail and arrested.
So he claimed it was a fake dong. They went and checked the phone. There was no evidence that it was fake.
No evidence of any videos being recorded for OnlyFans. The prosecutor claims and described him to be a threat to the community. The behavior is aggressive and hostile to the community, said the city of Miami Beach municipal prosecutor Jane Hennessy. He is facing 2 counts of indecent exposure. The court records indicate that he has been arrested before for lewd and lascivious acts on a child and child abuse.
Oh, okay, now I'm done. Yeah, very close. Very, very close.
Would you prefer him and his fake dong too?
Maybe splatter zone at this point. He gets one last chance.
Well, no, because according to the reports and the news video, he's been doing this for months.
Jeez. Oh, and the alleged fake dong video. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah.
Because he wasn't only just doing it to women walking down the street, he was going up to cars, parking next to them, getting their attention, and then just.
Ew. Images
Don't
I
blame
didn't
me.
need.
Don't blame me. Blame the news. Blame
God
Florida
damn it,
man.
dudes. Yeah, but indeed. Time to switch it up.
Please.
Number 4. First shitdowns of Australia takes us to Adelaide in South Australia, where a bunch of feral 14-year-olds, I should say, have been arrested after stealing a car and joyriding on Oban. Now, if you're wondering what Oban is in Adelaide, well, it is basically the rapid bus transit system. It's not like the Autobahn where you can just go nuts. It's basically the transit lanes for the buses. And that's where the kids went. 6 teenagers were arrested after police tracked a stolen car to the northeastern suburbs in this afternoon. 2 other stolen cars remain outstanding. Just after 6 a.m. on Wednesday, the 2nd of April, a red 2016 Ford Mustang was reported stolen from the driveway of a Roslyn Park home. Police spotted the Mustang traveling south out of Butte at 11:15 a.m. What a name that town is, Butte.
It's a Butte town.
Heading along the Copper Coast Highway, heading towards to Port Wakefield. And we're talking about continuing that theory. Any town that starts with port, you just immediately assume it's shit.
It's not just starting with the word port. It has port in its name.
Indeed. Fair enough. The stolen Mustang was spotted outside an Elizabeth North address, and police moved in, swiftly arresting 3 suspects as they tried to flee out of the back premise. Another boy was subsequently located inside the house, hiding in the roof space. 2 suspects drove off in the stolen Mustang and then drove off onto the Oban track at Tea Tree Plaza and travelled south for about 2 kilometres before becoming stuck near Wellock Street in Modbury. 2 people ran from the car and over fences in nearby houses were quickly arrested by patrols. 2 Port Augusta teens, there it is, 2 Port Augusta teens aged 14 and 19 were arrested and charged with illegal use. The 4 teenagers arrested at Elizabeth North were aged 14, 14, 16, and 16. The 19-year-old man was refused police bail and will appear in the Elizabeth Magistrates Court later. The youths will appear in the Adelaide Youth Court tomorrow. And as a public service announcement, here are the cars to look out for. First off, we have NCR. I can confirm that one of the cars was a Nissan.
Nice.
There it is there. So, Nissan, there you go. There's your plug. The second car is a Toyota Land Cruiser. And then finally, oh, look, there's the Mustang.
They couldn't steal a GT.
Nope. And that's the O track there. So you actually have to be doing pretty well to keep that balanced because the Mustang is not to drive on that.
Well,
it's medal time.
My bronze medalist is a doozy. Florida woman. The boss of the brothel next door finally arrested.
Let's hear it.
A Florida woman from Lake Worth, Florida, was arrested and has been convicted for 2 years of running an illegal brothel next door to her house. She is the top boss in the ring of the illegal migrant sex workers that she was exploiting. She also equipped herself with an armed staff of armed security guards to enforce the rules. She goes by the name of Brenda. The sex workers and the men next door, who were the customers to the brothel, would come to her. But the Palm Beach County sheriffs have actually identified her as Vanessa. Damn it, ads stop popping up. As Vanessa Germano del Adams.
Not
the Adams. On Friday night, deputies and detectives reportedly went to the house in Lake Worth, where they arrested her. The common thread was the brothel's house was shooting sometimes and was involved in a fatal shooting. In the most recent case, a group of men being detained and a group of women found inside the house. Amongst them was Brenda. According to court records, there were sworn witnesses who identified her as the manager. She would force these women to come out on the patio of the sex den rental property, where the women would entertain 20 or more men a day.
Jeez.
It's led that she has ties to a group of Hondurans who were in charge of smuggling the women to her, where, well, she deserves to go to the wood chipper. That is my number 3 in bronze medalist. What is yours, my friend?
Well, I think we're going to need a little bit of help with this one here. We're off to the Gold Coast. But,
Good old Goldie.
Oh, good old Goldie. But you know what? It just feels a little bit weird. In fact,
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
and I literally, something is very fucky in the Gold Coast because a couple have been caught having intercourse in front of kids and tourists at a popular pelican feeding spot and then demanded payment for the show.
What?
Yes. Tourists and young families at a popular Gold Coast lagoon were appalled by a couple allegedly having sex in the water in broad daylight as kids watched on nearby. One witness revealed on Facebook how they could see the pair's antics visible in the background of the daily 1:30 p.m. pelican feeding at Labrador's Ian Dipple Lagoon. We were in disbelief. The couple were engaging in these sexual acts, fully knowing that they were onlookers, many of whom were families with young children. The witness said the man later walked up to them and asked for money, saying that he doesn't perform for free. He demanded we hand him our phones or give payments for having watched his so-called performance. This is a warning for anyone frequenting the lagoon to please keep an eye out for the man, as I get the impression he's a regular. The witness said they were told the man would give the footage to the police and ducked into the nearby Grandview Hotel to get away from him. There is a large children's playground on the foreshore of the lagoon at Harley Park, and commentators labelled the bizarre act feral and the man's follow-up as creepy.
I think we have somebody who can describe that, man, for us in better details.
You fucking weirdo.
Thank you, Goulash.
Indeed. And what's more, there is a picture from a distance.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry. It's PG enough.
I'm just going to say it. It looks like that water is a bit chilly.
Just a bit. Just a bit chilly. So there they are. The couple. Not far away either.
I mean,
And that's the lagoon there.
that is just.
That's brazen. That
It
is
is.
straight out brazen. Who is your silver medalist?
Florida man accused of punching dog during his ditching of cocaine in police chase.
Oh no.
Not the doggo.
Not the doggo.
A 45-year-old man, well, 42-year-old man, I should say, was arrested after causing a disturbance, punching a dog, and ditching a bag of suspected cocaine while fleeing from authorities. The Miami police identified the suspect, according to the arrest report on Thursday, as Zachary Aaron Wolf.
Really? Jeez.
Wolfe. Wolf.
Wolfman.
Wolfman Jack says you can't get my blow. Ow!
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't care at this point.
Evidently, we can tell.
According to the reports, witnesses say that they reported the man throwing French fries and kicking dirt and punching a dog. The report stated the man was approached and they said Wolf ran north on South Miami Avenue before disappearing. According to authorities, gathering witness statements and the alleged animal abuse services, that they witnessed him punch the dog, leaving a small bruise on its head.
Oh, really?
Yes. Moments later, they said Wolf was reported near a corner of South Miami Avenue and Southwest 10th Street before beginning to flee again. Wolf was chased on foot behind a Burger King.
Peace.
Where police witnessed him ditch a small plastic bag moments before being approached. The bag was...
Yeah, go on. I can guess where this is going.
The police say the bag contained substances and cocaine. Jail records show that Wolf has one case facing one count of illegal possession of a controlled substance, surprisingly be crack cocaine, disorderly conduct, animal cruelty, and resisting without violence. He was brought in Thursday and being held on a bond of $2,100 at the Turner Gulf Fortnight Correctional Facility.
That's special. That is truly special.
You can see why he's the bronze medal, the silver.
Oh yeah, the silver medalist, absolutely. He performed well, but it just wasn't enough, was it?
I mean, to quote Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh dear, yes.
Who is your silver medalist, sir?
For my silver medalist, we head off to Perth in Western Australia. First off, and a story I don't want to give too much credence to because of how shit it is, honestly. A four-wheel drive fuckwit has deliberately plowed into a flock of Corella birds. What a dickhead, honestly. Leave the birds alone, please. Yes, indeed. Otherwise, we don't want to have to send Reginald in again. Yeah.
Reggie, put down the bayonet, buddy. Put down the bayonet.
They've already got him. But our story is somewhat humorous. A tow truck has been towed away by a tow truck after allegedly doing 97 kilometers an hour in a school zone.
Okay.
It's tow truckception.
Hold on.
All right. My man Cornflake got the spirit.
He a little confused, but he got the spirit.
Police say the officers from the Road Policing Motorcycle Division were carrying out speed enforcement duties at the intersection of Loftus and Franklin Streets in Leaderville when a white Hino tow truck came hurtling in at 97 kilometers an hour about 8:55 a.m. on Monday. The intersection, which is just meters away from Aranmore Catholic College, was a 40-kilometer-an-hour school zone at the time. And guess what? Of course, I've got a picture of it. And this is the first time I think I can ever say with confidence that I've ever seen tow truckception.
Oh, it's giving it a piggyback ride.
It really is. We need another one.
Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah, I was going really fast.
Really? I can tell.
Yeah, I did more than double the speed limit.
Now, buddy, you know you're not supposed to do that.
I thought I was allowed to do
Procrastinator gonna think about this.
Maybe disappointed I didn't do triple.
Oh, we're going to hell. But Jesus. That is impressive.
That, things I did not expect for 2025 is tow truckception.
Mark your bingo cards, kids.
Who is your gold medalist?
A Florida man and woman busted for grave misconduct.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm scared now. I'm seriously scared. Go ahead.
A Florida duo was caught having sex on top of a grave at a historical cemetery. But we're not even started yet. Two people were caught engaging in sexual activity on top of an unmarked grave at a historical cemetery in Florida. And one of them was found with illegal drugs.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Florida State Trooper of the Highway Patrol, W.R. Kelly. Go on and
hang on. Whoa. Hang on. Did you say W.R. Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Go on.
Did he pull out his gun?
Well, don't know about that, but we'll find out. Saw a man and a woman, later identified as Stephanie K. Wagman and Joshua Luke Bryan, having sex at the Wild Cow Cemetery Sunday on March 27th.
Was it a moving experience?
Get out. The incident was reported by the Smoking Gun that Kelly had said he and another trooper stopped by the cemetery around 4 p.m. that afternoon to give their canine a break, and they caught the couple. Now, I have to do this.
Tell me that photos.
I do have mugshots of her. Kelly and the other trooper, who was reported to the scene, approached Wagman and Brown. The two were making their way through to a white Nissan. Both were caught in the car to obtain clothing and a blanket. The female obtained her ID to the trooper and said, "Hold on, we have to do this."
And the
plot thickens!
During the search of the car, Kelly found a loose crystalline substance on the passenger seat. He had tested it, and it tested positive for methamphetamine. The troopers also say they found Xanax, oxycodone from Wagman's pocketbook.
Oh my god.
We're not done. We're not done.
Oh no, seriously.
Wagman is facing multiple drug charges in conjunction to the two possessing controlled substances. They also have a charge of trafficking Oxycontin. She was booked in without bond. And Kelly and Brown was being taken to a hospital because he had suffered an injury from a prolonged injury on his leg. According to a warrant that was filed for Mr. Brown, they found out that he has a following criminal history of the following charges: burglary, grand larceny, battery, domestic violence, larceny, reckless driving, methamphetamine possession, DUI, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Florida judge in 2019 labeled him a habitual felon, which means if convicted, he can be facing life in prison.
Well, I hope he enjoyed the shenanigans, because I think that's the last time he's going to be able to get it in public.
Well, yeah, because Florida doesn't have conjugal visits anymore.
Yeah.
But here is our lovely Florida woman.
Hey, Jim, we found you a new girlfriend.
Enhance. The soulless dead eyes really bring out the shame.
Indeed. Jeez. That's going to be hard to
made
beat.
her number one.
Yes. That's going to be hard to beat. But I've got someone who is a genuine dickhead for my number one. The shittest town of Australia for the week ending the 6th of April 2025 is Sutton in New South Wales, where a dead shit has stolen a car with an 8-year-old girl inside before mowing down 2 schoolboys. And this is my nomination for the Golden Turd for this week. 2 teenagers who were hit by an alleged stolen car on their way to school in Canberra on Friday morning are now in a stable condition after undergoing emergency surgery. The St Edmunds College students aged 14 and 15 were struck outside the school on Canberra Avenue in Griffith just after 9 a.m. Both boys were taken to Canberra Hospital in serious condition and have undergone emergency surgery for multiple injuries. Police allege the driver did not stop after hitting the boys and continued down Canberra Avenue before crashing near the Manuka shops. Oh boy. Victorian man Taylor Hazel, 31, allegedly stole a car from a childcare centre in the New South Wales town of Sutton, just north of Canberra, about an hour and a half before hitting the boys, police said. They said an 8-year-old girl was still inside the car when the car was stolen, was released about 100 metres down the road physically unharmed. The man then drove across the border and into the ACT. Police tried to use road spikes but were unsuccessful. Mr. Hazel is facing several charges, including dangerous driving, negligent driving occasioning grievous bodily harm, and driving without a licence. Yeah.
That is just so messed up.
This guy here, out of everyone here, this guy deserves the wood chipper, not only for stealing the car with an 8-year-old inside it, but then in cold blood mowing down 2 innocent teenagers.
Oh, I don't deny that. Wood chipper all the way.
Yep. golden turd right there. You are, or let me bring that name up once again because it should be chosen there. Taylor Hazel, you are a public disgrace. And after the episode we've just had tonight, to leave on a sour note is a little bit sad. But let's take stock, NCR, from this episode this week. Probably being, if not for the very last story of the night, probably being one of the funniest podcasts we've had in some time, possibly ever. In fact, it was so hilarious. I think I struggled through certain stories just to make it through.
I mean, this has been, if it wasn't for that last story, I think this would have been the funniest of the year, because we've had Florida woman, possibly RKO alligators. We had crazy dudes doing stuff for OnlyFans. We had fishermen fighting on the boats. We had Nissan getting free plugs from us. I mean,
we had guys driving with an open boot full of marijuana.
I mean, I don't know how that wasn't your number one. I swear.
Yeah, I mean that's almost MVP material. That.
You know what? Let's make them the MVP for the episode.
Oh. As always, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think of the stories, and have some fun with us as well. Yeah, we love doing this kind of stuff.
And Kelly Spencer, if you're out there and you hear this, I am willing to dress up as an alligator for you, baby. RKO anytime.
Oh. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, NCR.
I was just gonna start doing our sign off. I am NCR News Network.
I am a very disturbed Anthony Caruso with an image of NCR getting RKO'd by Florida alligator woman.
You call it disturbing. I call it a first date. We will see you guys next time.